Well, as COVID-19 begins to wreak havoc or continues to wreak havoc with the property market, we're finding that some sellers are withdrawing their properties while buyers are quite anxious to secure a sale before auction. We're going to give you the numbers and the current state of the play as Kevin Brogan from CoreLogic will join me in just a moment. Outsourcing will dramatically improve your productivity and profitability. Sure Agents have created a staffing solution to provide great staff who can perform duties in property management, sales, marketing and administration, and at a fraction of the cost, giving you and the team more time to spend on the dollar productive tasks. With rising costs and slowing revenue, the focus must be on value for money. Check it out, sureagents.com. Welcome back. Well, as I said at the start, COVID-19 continues to wreak havoc with the property market. Joining me to talk about that and have a look at these stats that we do actually have, Kevin Brogan from CoreLogic. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
We've got you in a stunning background there, working at home. That's fantastic to see.
Oh, look, it has its benefits. There's no doubt.
Yeah, no, lovely spot you're in there too, mate. Okay, well, first off, before we get a commentary on where we're at, let's have a look at what the figures are showing us. And you might want to qualify how these were gained or how you put these together, and also what sort of reflection they are of what's currently happening, Kevin.
Yeah, look, I think the main story here is that the Easter long weekend would normally be expected to have quite a significant impact on auction activity. Really, the only state where there's been any significant activity this week is New South Wales, but most of that has been during the week. Very few auctions listed anyway for the Saturday of the long weekend. But as you can see, even for an Easter weekend, the level of activity has been very low, and particularly in Victoria, the market almost came to a standstill.
And quite a lot of properties withdrawn, obviously indicating that sellers are looking for other ways to sell their property, maybe by private treaty or even withdrawing it from the market altogether, Kevin.
Yeah, look, I mean, we're definitely seeing that that these withdrawals are manifesting in different ways. I mean, some of them are simply withdrawals with vendors deciding to postpone a selling decision, but we're also seeing a lot of activity with agents really pushing very hard to try and get deals done, expressions of interest, private treaty with these properties that are taken off the withdrawn from their listed auction date.
Yeah, well, as you regular viewers to this show would know, we normally try to bring you the top sales in each of the capital cities, which is really quite difficult for us because we don't want to portray a property that may have been a top sale but in effect wasn't. So we're going to look at a feature property, and we've chosen this one in Castle Hill that actually sold during the week. And like any auctions conducted now, they all need to be online. But this one was quite a standout, Kevin, wasn't it?
Oh, look, I think the reason we picked this property is clearly the agent, in this case, Ray White, has embraced the new technology for auctions. They've reported that there were 8 bidders at the auction, and it seems to have sold at a fairly competitive price. So, and looking also at this agent's book, it looks as if they are embracing this technology across other properties that they've got on the market as well.
Yeah, well, Matthew and Joel sold this one, and as Kevin just told you, 8 registered bidders, and they said that it was sold at a premium price. So let's have a look inside that property at 27 Ferguson Avenue at Castle Hill. The agents and no doubt the sellers were happy to sell this property in Castle Hill during the week, with 8 registered bidders all online. Situated on a private battle axe parcel of land, 27 Ferguson Avenue offers endless potential for the first-time buyer, savvy investor or renovation lover, with a versatile floor plan, generous living spaces, large main bathroom and a private rear yard with an expansive undercover paved entertainment area. Sold during the week by Matthew Langdon and Joel Simpson from Ray White Castle Hill for $1,132,500. Welcome back to the show. Well, Kevin, it certainly is a changing marketplace, isn't it, as we look at how agents are going to have to embrace this new method of auctions, by selling online. What's your prediction for the week ahead?
Well, it looks as if we're still going to have a fair number of properties that were originally listed for auction for the week ahead. I think our preliminary figures are showing several hundred for Sydney and Melbourne. But as we've said before, collecting data is quite a challenge because the agents are looking, if they have people who are genuinely interested in buying, in trying to broker a deal prior to holding an auction. Or if they do hold an online auction, it's not always at the original advertised time. So we're getting, as you pointed out, a huge number of the successful sales are actually sold prior rather than at an auction. And I think that trend will continue. It'd just be interesting to see whether the adoption of that technology results in more sales for the week ahead.
Yeah, well, in conversations off air, Kevin and I have discussed this show, and we're going to try and morph it into more of a reflection about what's happening in the market broadly, as opposed to auctions, while we're going through this period of uncertainty, I guess, and not quite knowing what properties are actually going to be sold at auction. So we're going to look at expanding this show from next week. Kevin will rejoin me again on Friday. We'll have a look at the results that CoreLogic have been able to put together during the week to see what happened with the previous week, and we'll have a look ahead at the week. Kevin, thank you for your time. I'll let you get back to your... I think you look like you're doing a bit of gardening there, are you?
Oh, not yet, but I'll be pressed into service after lunch. I think there's a fair bit to do.
Good on you. Kevin Brogan from CoreLogic joins me every week. Every Monday we look at a wrap on the results, and also every Friday with a look ahead. Kevin Brogan from CoreLogic. Thanks for your time, Kevin. Talk to you later in the week.
Looking forward to it, Kevin. Catch you then.